Welcome. If you're here, it means you've chosen to truly listen, not just consume noise, and that already speaks volumes about you. This space is for those who feel life has more layers, seeking truth, clarity, and peace over quick answers. We're not talking about perfection or who you should be, but what truly happens when you listen to yourself. I'm Azael, and this podcast is a place for settling, not rushing. If you need peace or clarity, you're exactly where you need to be. Let's begin. Today's topic: when you stop forcing life, true movement begins. If you're tuning in, you might be at a point where you simply don't feel like pushing anything anymore. This isn't a failure, it's a profound threshold.
There's a specific kind of weariness that doesn't stem from working too hard or being overly busy. This is the exhaustion that comes from pushing yourself for far too long in a direction that wasn't authentically yours. You've stretched yourself thin, tried so hard to please others, to do things the right way, or to avoid disappointing anyone. And then, at some point, your body just says, stop. It's not a dramatic collapse or a sudden illness, but a quiet, persistent lack of desire. You don't want to anymore. You can't. It just doesn't make sense to continue. What's interesting is this isn't laziness. It's an inner honesty finally showing up.
When you reach this crucial point, something truly fascinating unfolds. You literally cannot force life, even if you desperately wanted to. You can't push open stubbornly closed doors. You can't rush processes that require their own natural time. You can't drag people along with you anymore. And this is exactly where fear often creeps in. We ask ourselves, with a knot in our stomach, if I don't do anything, what will happen? The answer is both simple and, paradoxically, quite challenging to accept. What's truly meant for you will simply unfold. For the very first time, life stops reacting to your relentless pressure. Instead, it begins to respond to your alignment, to who you authentically are.
This idea of alignment brings us to the profound difference between control and presence. Control often masquerades as power, doesn't it? We feel powerful when we're in charge. But frequently, it's just fear in disguise. Fear of losing something, fear of not being enough, fear of not being chosen. Presence, however, is pure stillness. And stillness, while it might not impress anyone externally, keeps you whole. When you are truly present, a wonderful freedom emerges. You stop reacting impulsively, you no longer engage in games that don't represent you, and most importantly, you learn to say no when your body is screaming no. You stop chasing external validation. Your life begins to meet you exactly where you are. Now, I want you to try something very simple with me, right here, right now. Take a deep breath. Don't try to control your breath, just observe it. As you observe your breath, ask yourself, without seeking a logical answer, just feeling it. Where do I feel light? Where do I feel constricted? Where am I forcing myself? Where am I already truly myself? Don't overanalyze, just feel. Your body often responds much faster and more truthfully than your mind. Here's the beautiful paradox. When you truly stop pushing, things actually start to come to you. Not everything, not all at once, not spectacularly, but correctly. The right people appear, clear decisions emerge, healthy boundaries are established, a natural direction becomes clear. This isn't because you did something special, but because you stopped contradicting your own inner knowing. If it feels like nothing much is happening for you right now, you might be exactly where everything is realigning itself. Don't rush, don't force, don't judge. Life isn't deaf, it just stops responding to pressure. We'll talk again next time. Until then, just be with yourself. That's enough.